Good morning. Good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. And today we're going to do a little bit of crochet. We'll see how far that takes us. I see some folks are coming in. Hope the traffic wasn't too terrible coming on over. Happy Sunday. Well, I had several plans for today, and one thing led to another, and I decided to crochet today. Now, I am not a seasoned crocheter. I learned how to crochet when I was young. I have my camera down really far so you can see what I'm doing. Let me move it up a little bit for right now. And my mom taught me, and it was fine then. I'm more of a knitter. I enjoy knitting better. It At this point in my life, knitting is a little easier on my hands. But I've been doing a lot of crocheting lately. Did some things for Christmas. And, we get inspired by different things that happen in our lives, right? Good morning, Gail. Hi, Mitzi. Good morning. Good morning. It could be something in nature. It could be something someone says to you, something you see online, something you see in a different stream, a magazine. Good morning, Kathy. And I received my happy mail from Mary, from the Mary Altier. Look how cute this is, huh? And then she put in some of her bobby pins. Look at this cute little tatted bobby pin. And then I got thinking about that. And I've said this before. I thought I might like to try to learn how to tat. And then I hear this Ethel Merman type voice in my head. Why are you crazy? I don't need another thing to do. So then I got thinking about, well, maybe I could crochet something similar. But I use paper clips. I don't use the bobby pins like Mary does. But this inspired me and got me thinking. Hello, Melody. Good morning. So last night I was fussing around with some crochet thread and got a few ideas. Looked online. I thought I'd like to do a heart. If I could do a heart, that might look cute on a paper clip. And then I thought there might be a way that I could attach a crocheted heart to a paper clip. So I found a pattern. I was going to say recipe. I found a pattern online. The gal's name of her channel is Hooked by Robin. I think I put it in my description box. Let me see. I threw it out on my scrap paper. Yes, Hooked by Robin, Robin. And she has what she calls a magic ring heart. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now, I'm not sure that we have any crocheters with us this morning, but I'm going to just go ahead and show you what I've learned and then hopefully demonstrate, and we'll do some hearts. So I started fussing around. First, I did it with the crochet thread. I'm going to show you that in a minute. But then I started fussing around with some different yarns that I had. And even not on a paper clip, this is a pretty cute heart. Now keep in mind, the larger your yarn or thread, and the larger your needle, the bigger your heart will be. So depending on how you want to use it. Now these are, of course, yarn hearts. Good morning, Kathy Lake. Oh, good. Kathy crochets. I think I saw Gail said she's been crocheting. Oh, Mitzi crochets and she shuttle tats. All right, cool. Shuttle tatting is tatting, but instead of using a needle, you use what they call a shuttle. It's some kind of a, I don't know, it's a plastic kind of a thingy. It's like what you would do if you were weaving, if you've ever seen anybody weave and they put their thread through a shuttle and they go up and down into the, I think that's correct. Um, Someone correct me if that is not the case. So a little while ago, I was shopping with Erin Adirondacks. Erin, I know that's not how she says her channel name. And she had gotten a box of yarn and some knitting and crocheting supplies, I guess, from an estate. So I was able to get it and had all kinds of different goodies in it, but it had some of this yarn is what I used here. Look how pretty that one turned out. It's got a little bit of a sparkle. And then this one, I forget what it's called. Hey, Janice Klein. It's similar. Okay, thanks, Janice. Mitzi said she bought tatting needles and she's going to try it with the needle. Cool. This yarn's a little stretchy. Oops, this yarn's a little stretchy, and you can pull it apart. Now, how many in here do the magic circle? You can do the magic circle with knitting and crocheting. This one's stretchy as well. Okay, so these are cute. If I don't say so myself. So then I thought, well, I'm going to try to put them on a paper clip. So this one I think was my first one. Let me do it this way. Me too, Gail. It's like I have to do it every time. Boy, I don't know. I really feel like I have a glare. Can you see that well enough? So the first thing I thought was that you could put a couple drops of glue, and because this will twirl around on the paper clip, and of course the paper clip is not closed. You know, you've got two opened ends. At one point, um, uh, hey Janet Nash, good afternoon. It's not too bad. Thank you, Gail. And my setup is the same as always, so I'm not sure what happens. There's Sophia. Good afternoon. Um, Calico Kate and I were talking, and I said, you know, maybe I'll crochet all the way around on the back side or the front side, so then you could clip it. But see, it's open ended, so it would just scoot off at some point. You know, if you were maneuvering it onto a journal page. So then I decided I'd like to maybe just tie it. So I tied my two strings and I said, you could glue them or tuck them in or sew them in. And Kathy said, oh, I kind of like the heartstrings. Good morning, Vanessa. And I said, oh, heartstrings. How clever is that? And then as we were chatting and brainstorming, I said, oh, we could put beads on here. Oh, make me a mod. Thanks, Kath. All right, hold on. See, I always get going and then I forget. Put use. Okay, how come that didn't give me? Oh, you know what? I got to go to YouTube. Hold on. Okay, let's do a quick commercial here. That's the other problem. I keep forgetting you can't do it from StreamYard. Da, 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 doodle-dee-dee-dee. Now I have to find myself. Oh, darling, if I could just find myself. So I hope everyone is doing well on Sunday morning. It's very bright here and cheery, nice and sunny. It is a bit nip. Uh-oh, more music. It's a bit nip. The sound might be crazy for a minute. How do I? No, I don't think that's what I want. Hold on, hold on. I don't want to turn my sound off. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Add as a moderator. There we go. Okay, we should be good. Now you have to see. I can't tell from here. Okay, who did I miss? Dawn is here. Good morning. Good morning. So, then we said, maybe we put some beads on. So here's one that I put the beads. They could be a little longer. I just put those on this morning. And this is a plain one. Hubby's into cleaning this morning. Ooh, that's always good. This one is with real fine yarn. So it's really kind of hard to see. Of course, on a lighter card, it might be easier to see. Now, somewhere, Lori has a big ball of cotton crochet thread. Thank you, Vanessa. Crochet thread that already has beads on it. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. But I can't find that. I rooted and rooted and rooted this morning, and haven't found it. I also looked for my other cotton threads, and I think I finally gave them all to Goodwill. So I just have some ecru colored crochet thread here. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make the heart, okay? And then I'm going to show you how I attached it to the paper clip, and I'm going to do it large, and I'm going to attach it to this shower ring, hopefully so you can see what I'm doing. So like I said, Hooked by Robin is the YouTube channel that I found the directions for the magic ring heart. So what we're going to do is once you make your magic ring, you crochet 2 single crochets, and then in the ring you do 3 triples, 3 doubles, chain 1, another triple, chain 1, 3 doubles, 3 triples, chain 2, and you're finished. You do a slip stitch and you're finished. And that makes the heart. You don't own any yarn? Next time you go to the thrift store, pick up a little bag. Borrow some from a neighbor. Do you have any thread? Melody, do you have any roasting twine or twine that you use in your journal building and stuff to stitch your pages? You can use that. Actually, I like the thread better than the yarn, but okay. So I'm not sure what is better for you to see. I didn't think you could really see the white yarn too well. Unravel a sweater. There you go, Gail. Now we're thinking. All right. So the first thing is let's show you how we make the heart. Are you ready? Buckle up. Here we go. Yeah, Hooked by Robin. It was my first exposure to her. Her channel is huge. Lori loves Montana. Hello, my sweetie. Nice to see you. I bet things are a little brisk in Montana. Let's try this pinkish corally color first. This is a little fuzzy. This isn't cottony. I do have some cotton here that we're going to try. I think I'm going to do the cotton one and then put that on the shower hook. So hopefully I'm not going to miss anybody coming in because now I have to pay attention. So for this demo, I'm going to use a 4.25 crochet hook, which is letter G. And I'm just making a heart to show you how easy it is to make one. If you're a crocheter, this is a cinch. If you're new to crochet, you're not going to have trouble with this either. So probably the hardest thing is the magic loop. It is for me, like Gail said, and Kathy Lake, I think, also said, every time we want to do a magic loop, we have to look up or watch a video how to do it. So what they do is they wrap their yarn around your fingers, and then they make a cross, an X, not a cross, an X. So you want to scoot your hook underneath and grab that far away yarn and give your yarn a twist. Okay? You make the X. I'm not going to spend a lot of time unless somebody wants me to show again. Wrap your thread. My hand's real shaky this morning. Make your X. You take your hook, slip it under that bottom thread, grab the other thread and bring it up, give it a twist, and then you're going to grab that same thread and pull it through the loop you made. All right, that's your magic loop. Now what I like to do is I like to test to make sure I've got it right, because a lot of times I don't. And if you have it right, you should be able to pull on that and see how your ring gets smaller. It's very easy. You just tug on it a little bit. Now, the other thing to remember is you want to grab the yarn that's attached to the ball, and you want to crochet in the circle, which means you've got to crochet around both of those pieces of yarn or thread. All right. So our instructions say to make your magic ring and crochet 2. All right. So I have 1. Now I'm going in that circle and I'm crocheting just a single stitch. And now I'm ready to go. The instructions are, Lori said it's beautiful, 35, now a high of 45 today. Oh, how nice. That's very nice. All right, so we're going to do a triple crochet. That means you wrap your yarn, or in your instructions, if you're new, it'll be called a yarn over. Go Eagles. Going to wrap it around twice. Okay. And then we're going to, now wait a minute, I gotta think a minute because I'm busy yakking. Okay, so you're gonna wrap it around twice, go into your magic circle around those 2 pieces of yarn, yarn over, pull it up, yarn over again, we're gonna pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull 2 more, and that's your first triple crochet. See, we yarn over and pull through 3 times. That's a triple. Wrap it twice. This is going to be our second triple. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm doing this really loosely. Pull through 2 more, and then your last 2. Wrap it 2 times. I keep saying 3. Into the magic circle. Wrap it, pull it out, yarn over again, pull through 2. This is very splitty yarn. I have a habit of picking splitty yarn. So there's our 3 triple crochets. Now we're going to do 3 doubles. Wrap it once through the loop, through the circle, pull through 2, pull through 2. This is the second one, into the circle. Oop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and our third. Wrap it once into the magic circle, yarn over, pull it up, pull you through 2, pull through your last 2. So we've got 3 triples, 3 doubles, then we're going to single crochet 1 stitch. So you just grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap it twice, because we're going to do another triple. Into the magic circle, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then your last 2. Now, when you scrunch those down, you can see that's half of your heart. All right. Welcome, welcome to anyone who's come in. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Then we're going to single crochet one more, and now we're going to do the reverse of what we just did. So we need to do 3 doubles. So you just wrap once into the magic circle, pull through a second time, magic circle. Gosh, there's got to be a song. Here we go, loop-de-loo, maybe. So that's our 3rd double. Now we're back to our triples. We need 3. Into the magic ring, magic circle, magic ring, I guess they call it. Pull through 2. This is a triple. Wrap it twice. Come in again. Pull through 2. This is much easier. Oops, messed that one up. This is much easier when you don't have to talk or, you know, have people watching what you're doing. Our first 2, pull through our second 2, third. That's our second triple. Wrap it twice. Channel Lord, thank you, Lori. Into the magic circle. Pull through 2. I'm kind of drifting off to the left. Now, whoop, dang it. Let me see if I can grab that without having to redo it. Now, when she gets to this point, she crochets 2. I got to get that guy pulled through. So I'm going to crochet 2, and then she slip stitches, just one slip stitch into the magic ring, and that you just grab your yarn and pull it through. You don't wrap. Now, this is where you take your tail, your magic ring tail, and you give it a yank. And you pull that as tight as you can. And there's your heart. Now, at this point, if you're not going to use it for attaching it to anything or attaching it to the paper clip, like I'm going to show you, you would just finish it off. And you would just pull your thread that's on your hook, pull that real tight, and then snip it. The other thing I thought you could do is you could really just go into that little hole and just do a couple of single crochets and make a nice little tail, and you could attach it. Now, I didn't pull that as tight. You can see that little opening there. And then you want to always cut the thread that moves. See how that's still moving? Voila. Now, this is bigger yarn. Okay. So it made a bigger heart, and of course I used a bigger crochet hook. When I go to do the crochet thread, I'm going to use a small metal hook. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I attached it to, well, that's a lie. I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach it to my shower ring with bigger yarn, bigger thread, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right. So I found this is Aunt Lydia's cotton thread. Now I looked on the label. It did not tell me the number. See, like this crochet thread is number 10. And this is really, I think, pretty normal size if you're using crochet thread. Okay. So I thought maybe this is a little heavier. I'll use a bigger hook. Maybe it'll be easier for you to see. And then I'm going to show you how I stitch it on the metal. All right, is everybody with me? Is everybody asleep? All right, magic ring number 2. Magic ring number 2. I'm going to wrap it around my fingers and make that cross. I'm going to come underneath, grab my yarn, give it a twist, and grab that seam, pull it through, trying to read chat. If you folks have something you need for me to see, if you put it in capital letters, it would be fabulous. 10 is thin, so maybe it's an 8. Could be. I can't believe it. It showed what size hook they recommend for you to use, but I didn't see the size of the fabric. All right, so I like to unloosen my tail. I'm going to make sure I've got the slippage, and I do. So I have one single, I'm going to put my second single, and then I'm going to start with my 3 triples. Now this is really easily separating. If you need me to bring my camera down further and, bring my hand, it's hard for me to hold my hands up like that. Hey, Riri. Maybe down a little. All right, second triple. I got carried away. 1, 2. For a long time, I thought a triple was wrapping it 3 times, but it is not. Yeah, it might be larger than an 8, I think, but I'm really only familiar with the 10 stuff. All right, so there's my 3 triples. The size 10, I shouldn't say the 10 stuff. Now I'm going to do 3 doubles. Wrap once, pull through twice. Each time I'm going around the magic ring. And you could do a slip knot, I'm sure, but I don't think you can. Sometimes you can't pull that slip knot as tight as you might want to, because when you pull that, you see, you don't want to do that. I put my hook in between my 2 pieces of thread there in the magic ring. You want to go around both of them. So that's my 3rd double, and then you can just keep scooching it towards, itself if you run out of room. Now this is where I just do a single, where I just go in and grab my thread. Now I'm going to do a triple. This is making the point, the bottom point of the heart. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it tighter because I tend to loosen up coming around this back side. So here you can see that's a half of our heart. All right. Okay, Gail's going to go a-lurking. No problem, kiddo. All right, so then I'm going to do a single crochet on the other side of that triple. And then we start with our 3 doubles. wrap once, draw through twice. So there's my 3 doubles and now my 3 triples. Now I didn't really Google around to see if anybody else does these and attaches them to a paper clip. And my 3rd triple. So, and like I think Robin says her ad for making these on her channel, it's like you can make a heart, crochet a heart in a couple of minutes. Now we're at the end. We just crochet 2, go in the magic circle and slip stitch. And then this is where we take our magic circle. This is the loose tail, the magic circle loose tail. And we give it a pull. And you want to pull that as tight as you can. There we have our heart. Okay. Now you're going to imagine that this is the top of my paper clip. And I wanted to do it on something larger so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully this, works. So you're going to take your heart, leave it on your hook, and then you don't want it too loopy. So, you might want to pull down your thread that's attached to the ball of yarn. So it's a little tighter. And then I like to do 2 crochets. You can do many as you want. You might want your heart to dangle down a little further. It's up to you. I'm doing 2. And then I take my paper clip, aka shower curtain. I hold my paper clip or shower curtain. I lay my heart on top, hold that with my thumb. I've got my yarn that's attached to my ball of thread to the left, to the left, to the left, left, right. 2 chains. I do 2 chains. And then I just go under the metal and grab my thread, and I'm just doing a slip stitch. Trying to make it neat. I got the thread split again. Oh. I'm going to start over because that's split. I want you to see it so it looks nice. I've got that coming apart. I just scoot under, grab the thread, and do a slip stitch. It's still going to be split. All right. Now I'm just going to go under, grab my thread, and I'm doing single crochets, and I do 7 of them. 1, under the metal, grab the thread, 2, under, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, you can do as many as you want. I just did 7. Now I'm just going to pull this. So now I've got my heart on there. I've crocheted around. Now, of course, these move. So this is where I was thinking, I don't really want them to move. You want your thread in the back. And what I do is I really yank this really tight. And then I want to cut it so that I have plenty of room to tie it. Right? So now it's loose from the big ball. It's cut away. So I have 2 threads. I'm going to take my thread that my single crochets, and I've yanked that really tight. I'm putting that through the back. Then I've got my thread here that's attached to my heart. I'm just going to tie them. Now, I think you could probably put a little bit of glue if you want. I did a double. I tied double. Now you've got your heartstrings. Seeing on the back, you're just seeing a little knot. And then if you want, you could weave this in. You could trim these off. You could glue them down. You know, I was thinking, oh, you know, you could really glue something there. I have these little Timmy flatbacks, if I can grab one. I've got my hot glue gun in, plugged in. So let's just see if I can make it work. Oh my goodness, I've got a little grabby thing here, and it's hanging up my cords. All right, let's see. So I'm going to put a little glue right in the center where that's all drawn together, and hopefully drop this on. Now, this is the easy way. Okay. So then, you know, this is bigger. So you'd put bigger beads here. See, on this one, I did little seed beads. Okay. That's a little too short, I'm thinking. Right? Then as Kathy, Calico Kate and I were talking, I said, ooh, you know, what if you already had beads threaded on your thread? Now, I haven't done a lot with crocheting and beading, but I'm thinking if I could get a couple seed beads right there, wouldn't that be cute? But I don't know if I can do it. But I thought maybe we could try. So now I'm going to try one small in real time with the number 10 crochet thread. I'm going to use my number 1 crochet hook. I've got 2 here. Let's see, this is the 1.7. I don't want that one. I want my other one. I'm going to do my number 1. This was 15 cents at one time. This is the number 1. Okay. Are you with me? Are we hanging in? Sophia said she's done it, and it can be fiddly. Might be easier to sew the beads on afterwards. Well, Sophia, that is a very good suggestion. I hadn't even thought of that. Hi, Christine. So let's see how we make out doing this here version. So the first thing I want to do is I want to grab a couple of beads, or pearls. I've got a couple of little pearls here. Now, recently I have purchased these in the past, Thanks for the hugs, Christine. These are Beadalon, and they're needles that you can thread beads onto thread. This is very, the top is very delicate. I've torn these apart really easy. So you just want to be careful, especially if you're using like heavier crochet thread. So I think for the sake of being able, for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing with the bead, I'm going to use one of these little, well, I got a couple different, I've got options here. It's just what I'm saying. I've got me some options. Let's see. Let's see. Something else might be a little better. That's really big. I don't know how that would look. Let's see. That might be okay, but at least you'd be able to see that one. Let's try that one. So I'm going to put my shower hook sample aside, and then I'm going to pick up the beading needle, and you just put the end of your thread in that big eye, and like, you don't want to pull it too tight because you'll break that little wire. And then I'm just going to slip my bead on. Now the thing is, when I'm crocheting, I'm going to have to keep slipping that bead till I get to the spot where I want it. So I'm just pulling that gently, pulling that onto my thread. All right, so now my bead's on there. I'm so very nervous. I don't know if I can do it. All right, now I have a little magnet there that I'm putting my needles on because I keep losing them. Just saying. All right. Got my number 1 crochet hook. Got my bead on my thread. Here we go. And we're off. Magic circle. I think in knitting they call it the magic loop. Now I'm leaving quite a tail because I want to be able to tie or add additional beads. No, I don't want 3 fingers. I don't want to confuse you. Robin does 1 finger, which is really nice. All right, so I'm scooting underneath, I'm grabbing my thread, twisting it, grabbing this thread and pulling it through my loop. And I'm going to pull away my loose tail. Oh, I'm out of camera. Sorry, out of frame. Sorry. And I'm just making sure I have that slippage that I need. Am I pulling? Now, see, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Do I do it? Nope, I didn't do it right. Let's redo. See, it didn't. You want to make sure you have that movement and you can pull it tight. So I'm going to go again. I'm coming underneath, grabbing this thread, twisting it, and grabbing that back thread. See, as you draw that and it gets tighter, it's hard to get your hook through. That's the part I find so fiddly. 7 of the go. Oh, that's more better. Okay. by George. I think I've got it. Oh my gosh, if I get this all done and it's not right, I'm gonna be unhappy. All right, I just want to double check and make sure I got it going the right way. I'm still not sure. I still don't think I have it right. Hey, Ange! Now I've got me a big looping knot. Where's Marty? Did Marty come in? I was doing so well, and now the Marty. Oh, Marty. I need you, Marty. All right, under, twist, and grab that thread. I don't know if I'm grabbing the right thread. I'm not really paying attention to that. I think I grabbed the wrong one again. This is why we watch the video every time we go do the magic. Of course, my niece doesn't have to rewatch it, her and her young brain. Yeah, I think it should slip really easy. I think what I'm doing is, now I have not. I think what I'm doing is, I think you have to grab the same thread as the one you've hooked around. Let's do it again. You can tell I'm not a natural hooker. All right, we're going underneath. And I think I want to grab this thread, the same one that I'm. There we go. She did it. Oh, that's nice, Ange. Thank you, Janet. You're very encouraging. Thank you. All right, so that's just one single crochet. I'm going to pull that a little tighter. Now this is small. I need two singles. So that's one and my second one. Now this is where I need my triple. I need 3 triple or treble crochets, and that's where you wrap twice. I don't have the right glasses on to do this either, gang. And you pull through 3 times. One, 2, 3. Wrap twice. Pull through 3 times. This may be a little wonky. So I've got my 3 triples. Now I'm going to do 3 doubles. I need something to, you know what I'm going to do quickly? Guys, I'm going to grab my other ball of thread here. I need something to rest my elbow on so I can hold my hand up. Now I've got myself unpositioned in my chair because I want to be able to hold this up so you can, I know it's really small, but maybe you can see. All right, so here we go. Now I don't need my bead yet. At least that's the plan. So I'm on 3 doubles. So 1 wrap, pull through twice. 1, 2, 1 wrap, pull through, 1 wrap, pull through twice. 1, 2. Then I do a single and then a triple. Treble, I think they actually call it. And you pull through 3 times. This is making the point of my heart. If I can wiggle my, I was telling Kathy, my mom used to do doilies. I don't know how she did it. And you can see that's a half of our heart. So now I'm going to do a single, and now we're going to do the reverse and go back up. So then I need my 3 doubles, wrap once, pull through twice. This is number 2. Need some more thread. Number 3. And then my 3 trebles, wrap twice, pull through 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1. My magic ring is getting bigger. 2, 3. I've got one more to do. Wrap twice into the ring. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. And then we do our slip stitch. I'm going to pull that really long. Now I'm going to find my loose tail. Oh, I forgot about the bead. Hold on, I might have to redo this. Hold on. All right, see now my bead is way down here. My bead's way down here. And I want the bead to be there. So if I pull my magic ring tail, see this is going to make my heart. Tight. Now let's see if I scoot I'm wondering if I scoot this bead up, I wonder if I can pop it through the back. Let's just see. See, I've scooted my bead all the way up. He's slippery, keeps wanting to go back down. See, he's on the back side, but I want him on the front side. Let me loosen that up. You see what I'm doing? I'm cheating. I'm loosening that up. I'm going to pop my bead through, hopefully. And now I'm going to pull that again. Oh, I better put my hook in there. I'm going to lose that stitch. Now my bead is kind of where I want it. Now I'm going to chain 2. I'm going to pull this as tight as I can on my needle. And I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. It doesn't look too bad. This right side, I seem to crochet tighter going down and looser coming back up. I have to practice that. All right, now I need, whoa, my finger was sucked on the thread. Now I need to find my paper clip. I know I got some out. Let's move this stuff over here. All right, so there I've got a couple paper clips. Now these are the big ones. I don't, you know, I guess they come bigger and jumbo, but this is, I don't know what size they call this. So I'm doing it, guess it doesn't, well, yeah, you want to make sure you have it the right way because you want to be able to clip it onto your page. So I'm going to be working at the top. So, got my paper clip. I'm going to lay my heart on the front. I've got my thread attached to the ball off to the left. Now, if you're left-handed, you're on your own. Sorry, sorry, kids. All right, I'm putting my hook back in there, drawing down my thread so it's fairly tight. I'm just going to go under the paper clip, grab my thread, and do a slip stitch. And now I'm just going to do 7 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to pull this really tight. And that just cinches that down. Now, really, I mean, you could leave it like that. Okay, who are we kidding? You really could. You could leave this long, put it on a needle, and weave in your tail. Now, don't forget, if you're new to this, you want to always cut the thread that's still moving. All right. But we're going to go with the original plan. I'm going to scoot this back around. Scoot, scoot, scoot. The thread on my heart is behind. The thread that I just snipped and just crocheted with, I'm going to draw that through the back of my paper clip. Then grab the thread of my heart, the thread of my heart, and then I'm going to tie it. And just, you know, tighten it up to where you like it. Now I've got my heartstrings. And I'm going to put some beads on these. You could put them, I'm sure you could put these together and just do 1 string of beads if you want. I'm going to do 2. And let's see, where's my little... I'm going to grab again my... grab one of my danglies here. You might not necessarily need to leave your threads that long. I'm going to use, now see, I use my little Keisha spoon here. I'm going to take a couple of these. These are kind of pearlized. And then these are like the little silvery, glittery ones. I think I'll do a combo. And then you just start loading your beads on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want a little one on the bottom because I have to tie a knot, and then I don't want the knot to go through, and those white beads are a little larger. So you might just want to keep that in mind. So remember, if you're using this kind of a needle, just pull gently because you can really tear your wire. Scooting those down. See, this is where you can, if you don't unwind that carefully, you're going to tear your needle. So now I want to see how far down I want my little dingly dangly thing. And you could load this up, okay, folks? I mean, you do what you want, right? I'm going to scoot that one right about there. Now, it's also fiddly to get your knot where you want it. So what I do is I take another needle and I make my knot. I, do my little loop. I put the end of my needle where I want my knot to end up. And then pull my thread. And that ties it right against your needle. And as you tug it, you remove the needle. And then you've got your beads. So I'm going to do the other side. Now I'm going to do the other side. Are you with me? Are you hanging in there? Thank you, Janet. I think on this side I'm just going to do the clear. Now, if you have the thread in the color that, say a particular journal that you want to use it in, you could theme it all as far as color with your beads, with your thread. Whoops! that guy jumped. It's like a cricket. And even your paper clips. I mean, you can buy the colored ones. It's just up to you, Thank you, Sophia. I know, that was Kathy's word. I didn't even think about that. And she said they're heartstrings. Okay, let's get my thread out very gently. You boys move over. Now, I would have to work on, getting the bead in the right spot. That, I kind of cheated doing that way. I'm sure there's a way to stitch it. And I'm going to loop this around to tie it. Tighten this up. Now, you could also put charms, right? You could also put charms. So here's this one. My little beads are not in the right spot. That's better. Trying to get a spot on the camera where you can. All right, so now I've been working on this journal. Let's see what it actually looks like on the journal page. I've got tons of stuff stuffed in here that I want to get in to this journal. Let's see if I have I don't want to flip my box of beads. Hey, Kathy Whitney, hi. If you've been here and I missed you, I'm so sorry. This might not be the best page. Let's see if I can get. Now I'm picking this page because it's darker, just so you can see. You could really move it around. Put it on the side. Clip something under there. Then you have your dangles coming out that way. Of course, your heart's sideways. But when you tie it, you know, you can maneuver it and tie it. So what do you think? Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Anybody going to make some? So there you have it. That was my idea. For me and my taste, I definitely like the crochet thread. Oh, good, Brenda. Let me know how you make out. Hey, there's Anastasia. Hi. I just found a package from you the other day with some peacocks on it. I don't know. I don't think, gosh, Anastasia, I don't remember sending you anything. Maybe it was a different Lori? Or maybe it was something from the market. Might have been something from the market. It's nice to see you. All right. So does anybody want to see anything else or have any questions about doing these? Because I was going to try something else. I don't know if I should go on to my next idea or not. I watched a couple of videos last night and I ended up more confused. So I was going to fuss around with the idea and see. Now we did this one too as our sample. You know, you always, if you had little gems, or like Sophia said, you could stitch your beads on and then place them wherever you want. Right? And then depending on your journal, these might look cute, just some knitted ones. If you have some fabric that you really like. Somewhere I have, at Goodwill, I had purchased, I think it was supposed to be like for a sunroom, like a beaded curtain, and it was all falling apart. And there were long beads, like tubular kind of beads, and then round wooden beads. So I wanted all the beads. Well, as I was taking it apart, the thread that they were attached with was really cool and rusty, and I have a bag of that somewhere too. I could use and stitch that and make these. And I guess you could probably fuss around and make a different shape, but I thought the heart was cute. And then, of course, we're coming upon, Valentine's Day. How could you not go with a heart? So there you have it. I was watching a live sale the other day, and I'm trying to think whose sale it was. Kathy, do you remember whose sale I said I was watching? I know this gal Kip, Kip's Creations was there. She wasn't selling. And I don't know if Kip's a real person or just a channel name. Some gal by the name of Debbie was selling stuff. And she was showing a flip-flop journal. And I made some years ago, but I recently ran across some scrapbook paper that I forgot I purchased that is just really very cute. Danielle. No, you know what? It was Michelle. No, it wasn't Johnny. Johnny was there, I think. It was Michelle H, but I don't know her channel name. Gosh, isn't that terrible? Something. Okay, Ange. Anyway, I like these flip-flop things. So then I was Googling that, trying to find somebody to show how you make them. And I watched 2 or 3, and I kept getting more and more confused. So I thought it must be easier to just try to do it. But you make them with envelopes, and they can flip-flop open all which ways. And this one lady, her last name, I don't remember her first name. Okay, it was midnight. By this time, it was midnight going on 1 o'clock, 1:30. So, her last name is Law. Cindy Law, Kathy Law with a C. I don't know, something Law. And she was the last person I was watching. And I understood her maybe a little bit more than I did others. Now I'm rooting around looking for envelopes. You need 3 long envelopes and then a couple smaller envelopes. I didn't get out any supplies for this. Can you tell? But I really want to work on it. I know where I have them. Hold, please. I think I know where I have some envelopes that I might be able to use. This Miss Law lady, she had one a journal that she had made. She was wanting to make a second one. And Let me in here. Man, her journal that she had been working on was stuffed with all this cool stuff, and it just folded all together. It was so neat. I was thinking that Gail Agnes, Barbara's not here to tell me how to say her name. Okay, Kathy's holding. Good. Let me bring this up a little. I gotta figure out how to do the actual zoom to zoom. Now this would make a really big one. Let's see what I have in my. Miss Law used window envelopes. Oh, see, now that's a little smaller. That's good. Let's just grab out a couple of these. See where we head. Oh, that one's cool because this one makes a pocket all by itself. Now these are all going to be covered up. So You cover it up with paper. Agnostelli. Yeah. She probably has a video on doing this flip-flop thing. Don't you think? I know somewhere too I have a couple smaller business replies. See, there's a smaller one. You need 2 smaller and 3 regular. Okay, let's see. I think these are too big, at least for right now. Let's try. Hey, there's Randy. Hi, Randy. How you doing? 3 are supposed to be the same size. Oh, that guy's really tall. Cesar Romero was tall. Oh, thanks, Kath. I mean, Janet. Thank you. Okay, so these small ones, I'm not sure they necessarily have to be the same. This one I might want to incorporate somehow. Let's throw that up there. You're good? Wonderful. I'm doing pretty well myself. Thank you. A little bit of a sniffly nose this morning, but I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, I wish I had more this size, but I don't think I do. That's just a regular envelope. That's a small one. All right, this is a PSENG. Okay, that's good. I could find one more because I just don't know with fussing around. See, those 2 are bad. Oh, that's closer. All right, so the first thing I think you need to decide is what you want for your front large envelope. Which one you're going to use for your front large envelope. Now, the gals that I was watching, they all had the envelopes that had the little tear off adhesive strips. Look, now my cords are attacking me. Being attacked by the electronic device cords. I'm going to need my cutter. All right. So here we go. Okay, anything I need to say in caps, please. Janice said I was pulling out junk mail and she's going to rewatch Tanya McGuire's Totally Junk Journal 2. Good idea. I love junk journals. You know, your crafting source, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, Michelle H. That was who was having the sale. You probably can watch the replay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, she was using I thought to myself around 2 o'clock in the morning, I've got to remember this lady's name, and I didn't write it down. Something Law, Cindy Law. I don't know. I'll look for it and I'll put her in my description box. All right, so I'm going then, and you're going to cover all this up. So I'm going to use this as my front envelope. Okay. Let's see, let's move the man in the moon down. All right, is Kathy Whitney's out of here? Is that? Bye, Kathy. Have a good day. Thanks, Kath, for putting in that link. Wonderful. There are lots of flip-flop envelope journals things on YouTube. Tonnage, yes. And I watched like 3 of them last night, and they were all for Cindy Lauper. Gail. I will now. Thanks, Gail. I'll think of her too now. Okay. So this is going to be my front cover. So it's going to open this way. And then something has to attach, an envelope has to attach here. But they open up these two envelopes. So I'm going to put my front cover, my front one, my front large. Lori, you don't mean Sid. No, it's definitely, her last name was definitely Law, L-A-W. And what the three people that I watched, they trimmed off a little tiny section. Two of the girls that were doing it, they were having so much fun and giggling so much I couldn't concentrate on what they were doing. It was too late, but they were having a good time. So I'm trimming off a little bit on each end of this envelope, and then I'm going to do the same with this. This one, I love business reply envelopes. Trimming it here. Trim it here. And I just thought about maybe doing the Juliet Child and putting those on the floor, but I didn't. I was a good girl. Now these are fabric scissors. I don't want to cut with those. So let me get some paper scissors. Oh, isn't that on you? See, now they have little tails there. I don't have the little tails. Oh, this one's got tails. Okay. So they wanted this to be even, so they snipped off these little bits. And Miss Law wanted her windows to be at the bottom rather than her windows to be at the top. But I thought it was kind of cool that one window would be at the top. But it might see, okay, so this has to fold in. She had 4 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this, maybe this attached this way. 1. See, and then this would fold in this way, this way, this way. And then somehow you put a small one on the front and a small one on the back. So this is what I'm thinking, okay? It's just business reply envelopes, okay? I have some in the box, but I've got more somewhere else that I have plenty. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to glue it. Who's cutting up a leather purse? Who would do such a crazy thing, cutting up a leather purse? I don't know, people. I don't know, people. All right. So Janice Glines, I'm going to ask you, unless I'm going terribly, terribly wrong. I mean, one girl, she was tucking something into something and tucking something. I don't know about that. I guess I could tuck this in. See, I don't want to see that there. I don't know that I'm going to cover my windows. Oh, you know who else probably has a good video? I didn't check her out last night. Probably Natasha, Treasure Books, huh? She'd be the one to watch because she writes everything down. Now, I know when you open up you're supposed to have a pocket. And their business replies didn't have this pointy jazz. I'm cutting that pointy thing off. I don't want it. I'm not going to see it anyway. Gotta cover it up. Am I not? Carol! Kimberly 55 Salmon. She just swoops in and saves the day. Thank you, Kimberly. Hello, Miss Barbara. Carol Law. Oh, thank you. You are sweetie. Carol Law. I don't know her from a bag of beans. But she had really cute nails on, and she was figuring it out. Of course, I don't know how she was figuring it out yet, but anyway. I know they didn't cut the flaps off. What if I, how can I be sure? How bad can that be if I glue that like that? You want to line it up because you want to make sure that it is going to fold for you, okay, and not get hung up. And then, of course, I'm going to zhuzh this. I'm going to get my glue. And the crowd goes quiet. Let's just do it. Oh. See, I had a rusty pin in here. How can I be sure? You taking off, Sophia? Have a good evening. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. In a world that's constantly changing. Oh, I got my balls of yarn over here, and they keep pushing my. See if I can get any glue out. See, this my glue's kind of brown because I had a not a steel pin in there, and it got all rusty. And now I don't know that I have another. Maybe I can get a needle in there. Do, 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 do. Oh, that might work. No, it must be clogged. Must be clogged down under. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think I just pulled out the glue boogie. Oh. This is so nice when it works, and such a pain in the tuchus when it does not. Let it go, let it go. Let's get the pot of glue. And let's get a glue brush. And Lori needs a paper towel. Yeah, that's good. Paper towel. When all else fails, get out the pot of glue. This is glue all. Elmer's glue all. Panel 1, front. Panel 2. This is to be panel 3. That's my short one. See, I don't know how she got taking that off. I don't know how she got her window down the bottom, because if I do this, it's going to cover my window. If I go this way, then my window will be a window. And this will give me 4 panels. So this has to fold in this way, right? Now, this has to go here. If I glue just the outside edges, I can make this another pocket, right? I don't know if that's how they do it. That's how Lori's going to do it. I'm liable to come back on tomorrow night and say, redo, 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 Will Robinson. I just happened to pop into my brain, and earlier the girls were talking about the Super Bowl, and I was thinking I wouldn't be able to stream next week because we're going to go to my sister's for the game, but the game's not till later. So I will be able to do it. Pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4. She had 4 panels. I think she cut this flipper off. But you could add a page and it could flip out again, could it not? And then it's somehow you're supposed to be able to flip it. Okay, that's crooked. Let's give a little snip. A little nip and tuck. I don't want to cut my paper underneath. This is what she was talking about. She folded this back a little bit. Carol folded it back because this has to be able to fold in. See why it's confusing? Front page. Then she took a small envelope, such as this, and she attached it to the front so that it would flip open this way. Now, if I do that, I'm still going to have my pocket, correct? Correctamundo. And she said you could put this wherever you wanted, in the center. You could do it down lower. You could do it up high. Barbara said, and I'm somewhat confused, but I'd be more confused if Marty was here. I don't know what to say. It is confusing. I watched 3 videos last night. They were all confusing. I should have went right to Natasha. I'm sure she's got a handle on it. I'm gluing this on. Before I do that though, I think I want to make a little divot here. I want to chop a divot. I'm going to chop me a divot. That's the flippy flop. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's the flippy flop, Barbara. Flippy flop. Oh, are you kidding me, Laura? I can't get that to cut. Isn't that silly? Maybe it's let's put another piece of paper in here. She's ripping and tearing. She don't care. She don't care. She don't care. Usually if you put another sheet of paper in there, you have better success. Okay. I used to do this, and every time I made a cut like that, the paper flipped and went in the bra. Just saying. Well, you know, Daryl Eves, who's a big YouTube guy, teaches you how to get your channel, you know, up and running and, you know, be successful and all that. He says you got to tell a story. So I don't know if that's considered a story, but it certainly is the truth. Okay, I think I want mine in the middle. So I'm going to put glue on the flap. Glue on the flapper. Now, normally we play pinochle on Sunday evenings with our friends in Colorado, but their son invited them for dinner. So, we played last night. I'm flipping it. And pay attention to me. Ignore the lady on camera. I want to get it right on that line. I haven't done this kind of stuff in a long time. I really like this kind of stuff, but haven't done it. Haven't done it in a while. Thank you, Barbara. I knew you would understand. So now it flips this way, flops this way, and comes out. It comes out. Now, you're supposed to attach. This is the one I don't really know about. I didn't catch this part at all. I don't know if that just gets glued on here and it flips out this way. Why couldn't it, right? Why couldn't it? Let's do it. Am I making you crazy? It's a fun group if you join us. Now, what's going to be really fun is figuring out the sizes of paper you need to start covering these pages. And I got a little trimming to do. All right, let's grab a pencil. What is Janice telling me here? Pinochle. My parents and all the neighbors and relatives would play pinochle on Saturday nights. I was the little pitcher with big ears. I'm really not a card game person. And I can play or not play, you know, that kind of a deal. But if I'm going to play cards, I'd rather play pinochle. All right, so I'm trimming this. So it's all fits. Now, the one gal I watched said you really want all this to be even. So I'm going to trim this bit off of this. Well, that's my, oh, that's my front. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm going to wait on that. Thanks, Kathy. You never learned how to play? Yeah, we tried it. We really wanted to teach our daughter and son-in-law. And once he started, there's an aspect of the game, it's called meld. There's two parts of the game. You meld rounds and then you play and get your tricks. And once our son-in-law started calling the meld sprinkles, we said, okay, we're done. My husband's very serious when he plays. And he uses all this terminology the rest of us don't know. We keep telling him we don't know what that means, but he just keeps on doing it. Like anything else, once you get the hang of it. Okay, so I think this is not, okay, so now I have to trim that off, right? So Carol said four panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think pages go here. And I think if you can put a tablet or something where pages can flip up. And then you also can open it this way. I don't think I have my flip and my flop correct. But I might have it together well enough where I could refold it or something. I mean, really, at this point, it doesn't really matter, right? As long as I like it. I can open it this way. I've got a pocket. I can open it here. I've got a pocket. Open it. Yeah, I think Carol definitely had it going in this way. Pocket. And then open it this way. Pocket. I'm going to revisit. I will check Natasha and see what she says. But now I want to show you. That's true, Janice. My father-in-law used to play with a friend, and they would play it at my in-laws' house. We weren't married then. And so say this is their kitchen table or their dining room table. I don't even know what room it was, okay? So you have a player here, 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 and here. These two guys are partners, and these two guys are partners. Well, behind here was a china cabinet with a glass back wall. And my father-in-law and his partner couldn't figure out why these two always did so well and seemed to know, what they had in each other's hand. Well, here, this guy was seeing his partner's cards in the mirror. They were cheating. They were cheating the whole time. Well, I think we've played a version of Oh Hell. I think we call it Aw Shucks or SHI, if it's the same game. I mean, I will play other things. I will not play hearts though. I get too I can't describe it. I just can't even describe it. I get too nervous thinking I'm going to get that queen of spades. I just can't. I can feel talking about it. I can feel my chest starting to go. Ooh, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. Okay, now I have 2 boxes of paper here that I have purchased and forgot that I had. And it's lovely paper. So I'm going to show you my choices. And then I might work on this a little bit today. And then I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow evening. But sure enough, we'll do something. We'll do something. All right, so let's see what's in this box. Oh, I've got tons of stuff here. Oh, this is some bits. Some bits and bobs. This is a bits and bob box. Little photos. Not real photos, you know. Imitation. Imitation photos. Does anyone know if Tanya has started back on? Ow, ow. Oh, I got my hair stuck in my glasses. All right, so these are little pieces of leftover graphic 45 stuff, I think, mostly. So this would depend on, no, there's some, it may not be off. No, because this is Stamperia. So these are little bits from papers I've used. I think this is older stuff. This is Christmas. Not wanting that. This is winter. This is Stamperia stuff. Stamperia. This really should go in another box. She has not started. Thank you, Janice. Okay, thanks, Kathy. It's going to be a little while yet. Okay. Oh, I think this is, this was the calendar, like this is May. That goes with Stamperia. This is Alice in Wonderland. Okay, this is older stuff. This is not what I was thinking. Look at that. Don't you love that? Got some, oh, that just is the cardboard. Okay, here's some newer stuff. Yeah, that's true. Oh, this is background. This is just a background. Oh, where's that? This is Ladies' Diary Collection. I have more of this, but I don't think I want to use this. Okay. Okay, it's time for Janet to have dinner. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. It's nice to have you here. Have a good evening. I hope you're having something yummy. I don't know what the chef's going to make tonight for our dinner. He did an eye roast, mashed potatoes, and what else did he give us? Corn. And he said to me, boy, I'm a good cook. I said, yeah, you are. No complaining here. No complaining. All right, this is the one. This may not be. Atelier d'Art. Atelier d'Arts. Now this could be pieced. Let's have a look at this. Okay. Oh, catfish. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do catfish. You're having KFC? That's one of my husband's faves. All right. Look how pretty. Oh, I love that theirs opens like a book. How about it, huh? Look, all different art supplies. See, even though it's not quite big enough, I could piece it and add other things. Look at her. Look at the stack books. That's how I always was. You're probably not always like that, Janice, but I always was like that. You know, about this time of the day, more towards 2 o'clock. I guess I better think about dinner. Tell you. Oh, look. Oh, homemade. Oh, yeah, yeah. A copycat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We do copycat of the Chick-fil-A recipe, too. That turns out good, made at home. Oh. Then I guess it repeats. Okay, so that's choice 1. I'm really liking that. I'm liking that choice. I forgot I had these. Look at this one. Garden of Promises. Oh, how am I going to pick? Bye, Janice. Have a great day. Oh, that sounds good, Kathy. Ron makes a, hey, there's Nettie. Hi, Nettie. Ron makes a 1-pot beefaroni, which we really like it. You take you take ground meat, like a pound of ground hamburger, and you cook that in your pot and drain off the fat. And then you take a pound of elbow noodles, macaroni, and then you take a jar of Prego or ragu, whatever choice you like. Dump that in, and then I think you fill the jar up twice with water. Dump that in, put the lid on it. Of course, you could add extra spices or whatever you want to. Put the lid on it, cook it 20 minutes, and crusty bread or a salad, you got a meal. It's wonderful. I could go for that. Oh, how am I going to choose? I think I'm going to have to make 2. I love this. I love that. Oh, girls, I don't know. Now these might be hard to use because they're so square. I might lose too much of them. But maybe I have some bigger, like wider. They don't have to be business reply either. They could just be an envelope that you have, right? I could maybe use greeting card envelope where the square would fit in as far as cards and tucks and stuff. I don't know who this little guy is. Cabinet card stuck in there. Oops, forgot to put my glue. Yeah, I could, but I kind of like the whole card. This is this paper company was pretty new to me a couple years ago. I had never heard of them. 49 Market, something like that. And I don't know if all their papers like this, but this is real heavy cardstock, almost like a 110. Okay, now we're into the graphic 45 stuff. This isn't. This is, I think, a Snapperia. Oh, Holly and I split a pack of this. Authentique. They have nice paper, too. Barbara's beef rice-a-roni. She boils the pasta separately, and she drains it with cold water, then returns it to the pot, and she also sautés and reset. Oh, that sounds yummy. Yeah, smaller versions too. Yeah. I don't want to do a dog one, animal one. This is some of that Market 49 stuff. It's real heavy. It's very nice. I had done something with, they have a lavender. It said T49 and Market is a wonderful line, really. Yeah, I used some of this on something. This is Graphic 45 Nature Sketchbook Collection, which is also very nice. I don't think in the music, I'm not going to use that. I think I have more of that somewhere in another box. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, Romantic Collection. No, I didn't have it out of the plastic. You know what? I think it was, gosh, what's this girl's name? It's not Maddie, another girl. And she had to move where her business was. And she was having like a half off sale, so she didn't have to move a lot of stuff. Real cute gal. She had her daughters with her when they were selling. That's where I got all this stuff. Who's this guy? This is another Stamperia. I don't know. Does anybody know how to say it? It's got the little paw prints. Romantic Collection journal pad. I think these might be a little too large for, look. I don't remember even looking at this stuff. Oh my. Oh my. Hopefully. Not T. The Market 49. Okay, gotcha, Nettie. I thought maybe they had a line of paper called T, you know. Thanks for clarifying. getting me on track. Threads. Oh, look at that. I love this kind of look. I'm missing a whole other half. I'm sorry. I love that Harlequin kind of stamp. I'd love to watch somebody design one of these spreads. Wow. I don't know if I'm getting a little cold. My nose is a little drippy and I feel a little sneezy. Sir Vagabond in Japan. I think I'm definitely going to go choose between, hi Lisa, choose between the two smaller ones. Oh, look at her. How pretty. I love the red. Whoops, sorry. Out of control. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll hit the camera. Oh, there you can see her better. See, now the other thing of it is, what am I going to use this paper for? I love this. And this one, Blossom. Got stickers. This one's Slippy. Stickers. Does anybody know, does the newer Graphic 45 not come glued anymore? Boy, that's smart. Yeah, this print's all too big. Don't you think this is all too big for that little? Because it's like a traveler size. Okay, Barbara. Wow, I gotta remember I have this. Beautiful. Nice. Oh, I like Graphic 45s. I guess almost all their packs have this kind of a design, you know, with the words and the white outline. What's Gareth saying to me? You have to leave. Okay, sweetie, have a good afternoon. Enjoy your Sunday. All right. So this stuff can go back in here. Might as well put all of it back in here. I know I have more of this. Yeah, more of that brown stamp area paper. I should probably. There was a company, they've closed or they merged or somebody bought them out. I would say Darice, D-A-R-I-C-E, you know, where you would get supplies and stuff. And I was wanting a snowman's cap of a certain size, and I couldn't tell. This is years ago. Couldn't tell what size they had available. So I called and I was put on hold, and they said the company name, and they said it Darice. For years I was saying Darice. And my sister, her company dealt with them and ordered, I forget what she ordered from them, but she called them Darice too. Oh, we had no clue. Okay, so these are my choices, and I think I'm going to go with the Atelier. Art is the essence of beauty. So I think this is where I'm going to go with this. So now I'm going to pick out fabrics and different things, and then I'm going to do some research and figure out how to get, I really do think I need to cut that flap off. But if I don't, I could maybe attach a little something to it and it could flip this way. So I was thinking, I'm getting hungry, but I was thinking I would stay on a little bit more. Is anybody else on? Does anybody else know if anybody else is? I know PM Studios, they're on. We kind of are on the same time on Sundays. But did anybody else pop on that I need to know about? Because I was just going to work in my favorite things journal. If anybody wants to hang out, fine. If not, I can pop off. I can pop off. So here are some things. Everybody that's just now maybe coming in, did you see what we did earlier, or were you lurking, or we did paperclip? The title of the stream is Shabby Chic Crochet Paperclip, if anybody needs to see that. Oh, Kathy's at her craft table. Okay, fun. Okay, everybody's saying hi. Kimberly's buzzing around, cleaning and keeping busy. Cool. These are my scissors I got for Christmas for my daughter and her family. I asked for these. They're for fabric and they're beautiful and they cut really wonderful. Just saying. Okay, so the last time, well, not the last time, on one of the streams that I did, my favorite things to make a journal cover and include some of my favorite things. And so this is what I ended up with. Some of you that are here today were with me then. Some of you were not. And of course, we have our lovely replayers. And I used a piece of linen that I had and I put on a napkin and we ironed it on. I used plastic wrap and then ironed it on. Then I came back and did some stamping. I stamped this pair of eyes on the fabric. These are Jane Davenport stamp. And then we used, I think I used my glazes to paint in the eyes. And then we just pulled out some stuff that I had and started gluing down. Actually laid it out. I don't know that we glued it down. So then I found this, which I just loved. And so I decided to put that across the top. And then we were working on this and, you know, rearranging. This was a shank button. And when I snipped off the back, this little part came out, flew, hit the floor, couldn't find it. Poor Ron. He had to be down on his hands and knees looking for Mama's insides to her button. He's a good old boy. So I originally had the linen. I think it was a napkin. I was going to have it sticking out the book, but I didn't really like it that way. And so I turned that in, used some nice paper. When I did my signature blocks and stitched them, this will be a pocket. It is a pocket. It's not will be, it is a pocket. And I haven't quite decided, but I'm probably going to do something there, and then I put in my pages. So now I need to decorate. I went through and I stitched some of the pages, and this is what we did today, the earlier part of the stream. We crocheted on a paper clip. So I'm going to include that in this book. May not stay here, but we'll see. This is going to get glued down and be a pocket. Wish I could get my little glue thing to work. I doubt that one's working. I don't really want to take it. Hey, Julie. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Wonder if this is... So I stitched around this before. Oh, there you go. I stitched around this before I put it in the book. And then I got some of my pages, you know, cattywampus, because I had already punched the holes. So don't do that. Stitch your pages before you punch your holes. It's a much better plan. And then once you got everything stitched and you know what you're doing, it's easier to put them in and then get your pages where you want them. So I'm just having a little go through here to see what I might. Now I have pulled out some stuff. This is going to be another little pocket. I have pulled out some stuff to start incorporating in here. This guy's got a little spring in his step. Well, goodness me. Julie's asking a question. Has anyone hand stitched on paper, and if it looked like you used a sewing machine. Well, I don't know if anyone here has. They'll speak up if they did, but I will tell you that I was watching Kathy Arbor quite some time ago. She was working in, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, I thought it was maybe her file folder journal. I think the pages were heavier, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been just another journal that she was working in. And I bought this tool. I don't know if I can find it, Julie. And she was going to hand stitch her pages, but she uses this little tool that you can wheel. And when you wheel it, it pokes holes every so many half inch or whatever. It's probably not that far apart. And then it's easy for you to get your needle through, so you don't like beat up your paper. You know what I mean? But it looked really cool what she had done. It's a little wheelie thing. I forget what it's called. Of course, it's out of the package. I thought I had it. I just saw it. I thought I had it in my little tool thing here. I haven't really used it yet. And you can get them. Now, the one I purchased is just like a regular stitch design. Does anybody else remember Kathy doing that? Sometimes Kathy's lurking. Kathy, if you're here, would you come to the front of the studio? Oh, fluff. Fluff, 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 fluff. Julie, if I find it, I'll send you a picture. You know what? I don't know really what it's made for, but it punches holes in it, and then you can get your needle and your thread through easy. And if you wheel it straight, then it's a straight line. And you can yeah, Christina G. Yeah, Christine G. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Do you remember what it's called, Christine? And you can get it in different patterns. Like I have the straight stitch one. I just thought I would use that more. But you can get it where it's like, a little wiggly line, and you just roll it. You roll it like this, but it's got little teeth. And when you roll it, it pops the holes in your paper. I don't really know what you're supposed to use it for. But I don't think stitching on paper is probably what it's designed for. Is that what it is, Kathy? A pattern tracing wheel? Because it doesn't, it leaves actual holes. It doesn't, I don't know if anybody would want a hole in your, well, maybe you would want a hole that you could follow with your sewing machine. But it's a cool little gadget. Oh, thanks, Christine. I don't remember what it's called. It's got a Pacific name. Mine is black, and I think the top's got some pink on it. Just when I thought I had all my tools in the same spot. I was thinking I should have gouged. I should have, not gouged. I should have punched. Let's see if I can sneak in here. Oh, that's my mouse. That's not going to punch a. That's not going to punch a puncher. Puncher, 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 puncher. See, I did it again. I just had my whale tail and punched that little card, and I don't know where I set it. I Google it and I can get one at Spotlight. Okay. She found it, Christine. This is a big old heavy punch. What the heck did I do with it? it all the way back in there. Oh, it fell. Okay. Let's see if I can. Hey, there's Mitts. Why? What did I do now? My girlfriend Jean said the other day, Lori, when you said you boob dialed, oh my gosh, I should pay attention. Better not be mouthing off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it without messing it up. I can't see. Maybe I'll just take a little. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's not lined up. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. Most of them are just called a tracing wheel. Oh, I thought it had a different name. Okay. That's like just a smidge more. That's better. Now I'm going to have to ink that. Okay, can't get that little bit. I'm just doing a little walkthrough. I have a fence die that I think I want to put on here. I did gesso a little bit on some of these pages. These were so bright, kind of knocked them back a little bit. And then this I kind of messed up. I'm not sure I like the way. Hi, Phyllis. So easy. That's what it's called. Phyllis, it's nice to see you. I don't know that we've met, but thank you so much for coming in. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what it's called. So easy. That's what, yeah, that was what was on my package. Yeah, that's true, Julie. That's true. Thinking outside the box for sure. Now, when I went to put this page in that I wanted to use, the the folio had some bigger holes. I didn't like it, so I put down some washi tape here. But I'm going to see how this looks as I go through and start decorating the pages, because see, I got crooked, and then my stamp of a stamp didn't work out so great. But now I was talking to someone, I'm not going to say who, because I don't know if she would want me to say, but she had mentioned to me that Kathy Arbor had done a watercolor rabbit, and she shared the picture of the one she did with Kathy. It's beautiful. So I was thinking maybe a watercolor rabbit might look nice in here if I did a watercolor rabbit. There's Christine. It's called So Easy, and We Are Memory Keepers is the brand. Really, Christine? I didn't realize that. Phyllis watches, but she doesn't chat. It's all good. Thanks, Phyllis. I'm glad you popped in and said hi. Okay, so this is a pocket that I'm going to attach with washi tape, so that flips out. And here's another one of these little pocket. I think I might not glue that one down. This is some eco dyed paper. I just love watching Rosemary, and her paper is so fine. But this was some stuff I was messing around with in the yard. I got a little bit of an impression, but not like Rosemary's. The Rosemary's are to die for. All right, so the center of that one. Here's another one of this. And then I haven't finished or decided what I'm doing back here yet. See, I've got this. I need a piece of paper. This doesn't quite cover up some of that, so I need to finish that off. Okay, so what I have pulled out is some tickets. Right, it comes with several different stitching wheel designs. Yeah, I got the Christine, which one did you get? I got just the plain stitch. All right, so definitely want to put one of these in. And might look good on the page, huh? It's so hard for me to use stuff like this because I really like it. Maybe there. Now, I would too, if you don't make journals a lot, I would encourage you to ink your pages too before you put them in. But no, I was in a big old hurry, so I didn't do that. Now, some of this is going to get moved around. Look, there's some of my beads are sneaking up. Get on down there. Oh, I know what I was going to try. Does anybody follow, oh, maybe we could do that real quick because I really wanted to try it. Does anybody follow, I've talked about her several times, Susie Hines, H-E-I-N-Z. She's Susie the Shabby Soul, and she's a Tim Holtz maker. And he just came out with, what was the new color? Smoke gray or something? Barbara, I'm sure you know. I don't have it. But she took a tag, just a plain, manila type tag. This isn't manila. This is the craft color, but you know what I mean. A tag like this. And she grunged it up, and then she showed, I think Tim showed it too, a piece she did where it was like a frame, and she put it together, but she grunged it with the new color, which is gray. And I was going to do it on a flashcard, but I was going to do it with I think I have vintage, and what she used, I think I have vintage photo, and because she used the crayon, she used the distress crayon, and she used an embossing glaze. Let's try it. Let's do it real quick, and then maybe I'll call it a day. So I thought I would try it on a flashcard. So let me stack the rest of my stuff in here because I really wanted to try that. The only thing that really kind of is holding me back is I just switched my nails and I don't want to get them yucky. So I might have to use, did I glue this one? Yeah. I might have to use like I don't have any gloves handy, but I might just use a Lost Shadow. Oh, I knew you would know, Barbara. Yeah, thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's just put this away. And here's a flashcard. I don't want to lose my little envelope. Lost Shadow, I think Lost in Space. Don't ask me why. So she used the embossing glaze and she used a distress crayon, which I'm pretty sure. Well, you know what? I should check my embossing glazes first, because you can really do it with any color. I just wanted to show you how she did it. So she used the Lost Shadow embossing powder, embossing glaze, I should say. I'm misspeaking. It's not powder, it's glaze. And then she used the distress crayon. And she used her fingers. Okay, let's see. This one is walnut. I just was thinking, oh, maybe it's walnut I have. I think walnut might be a little too dark. Oh. Vintage photo. right. All right, now I got to find my vintage photo crayon. I know I have that. Vintage photo. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, now, while we're grunging that up, we'll try, maybe we'll try this. Maybe we'll try that. And let's grunge up a little picture. Let's grunge up a picture. See how it goes. Let's see. Let's grab one of these out. Let's see if I want to pick a lighter one to see. Okay, so now I need a surface to work on without. I don't want white though, because it's gonna kind of. Let me get one of my. Oh dear, it doesn't want to come loose. Let me get one of these. So let's open this up. All right, so now I need my dauber. So all she did was, I do need a piece of paper of some kind, because I need to put my crumblies on. I mean, it's crazy to me that we work with so much paper, and so many of us have a hard time finding a piece of paper when you're working and streaming. Okay, here's some little paper. That should work. Okay, so it sounds like hubby's home. All right, we're gonna do the flashcard first. And the first thing that Susie did was she might have taken a brush, I'm not sure, but I have this, so I'm going to use this. So I'm going to open my powder. And she took the embossing liquid or medium and put some just haphazardly. It doesn't look like I'm getting any out. It's hard to see. Hi, hon. Let's see. See if I can get this rocking and rolling. Julie said I have 15 embossing glaze colors and I have not used them at all yet, but keep thinking, oh, Julie, use them. You're going to like them, Julie. Yeah, they're cool. I really like them a lot. They're messy, but I like them. Come on. Well, that's one way of doing it, kids. Look, I just popped the whole lid off. Yikes. All right. Plan B. I don't think I want it on that thick. We're getting that stuff on everything. Now, there is a window of time where it's going to stay wet. Let's see how wet it is stays on this. Let's do the little Timmy shake. there's a spot I didn't get. Let's do the Timmy tap. Timmy tap. Whoopsie. Okay, so we've got a little bit there. Oh, this looks pretty good. I should probably clean that out and take it to the sink and clean that little applicator top. Let me put it in the lid. All right, so we've got that one. This one. The only one we don't have is that little photo, right? I didn't do the little photo. Let's get these little kids. See, the thing is, putting it on with a brush, you really get quite coverage. All right. So I've just got to get these out of the way. Bye, Barbara. Have a good day. Okay, let's get this back in my jar. There's still quite a bit in there. Let's see. I'm going to give it a good whack. Give it a good whack. Okay. So I still have quite a bit in there. Put my cap on, and then she took her piece of course, she just did the cardstock. Took her cardstock and then hit it with her heat gun, which is what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to use a pair of, you know what, let me use one of my little clips here because it's got the little, doesn't usually get that hot, but I don't want to melt the nail. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to melt a nail. All right, now you're going to hear my heat gun noise. And they say to heat it up first, let it get nice and hot. That looks cool just like this. Paper clip, I mean, that little clip does get hot. Good, right? And then our flash card. Now this is some kind of a film on top of it, so oh, it looks like it's going okay. I wasn't sure how this would. Well, they look pretty good just like that. If I do say so myself. I'm telling you, Julie, you're going to love them. You're going to say, Lori, you were right. Okay, so I don't care as much about this as I do the other pieces. I mean, it's all just paper. I really don't want to get it on my nails though. So then she used a little spray bottle of just water, and then she took her Distress crayon and she just scribbled it everywhere. Right like that. Now she spritzed it and then she used her fingers. I'm going to get a baby wipe. I really want to use my fingers. I'm going to try to use just the tip of my fingers. I have those little finger condoms somewhere, but no idea where. Probably a lighter color. Yeah, I think you could do any color, but if you want grunge, like I said, she used the new. See, and I think the embossed area is going to act as a resist. She might even have wiped it off with a towel. Now I'm thinking about it. Whoa. Brush down. Probably a lighter color on that price would have been good. It's what they're called. Oh. Yeah, not for much longer though, Sophia. Let's try this one. Oh, this goes this way. Keep holding it. I don't know why I'm holding it the other way. Going for the grunge. That looks better than the white for sure, I think. I'm going to have to do the other side because I don't want to flip it over and have that being white. All right, let's do the little kittles. This looks sepia, like film strip, you know, kind of. Of course, I should have just done a tag, but I don't know where I have. Yeah, the rusty hinge would be cool, right? Or patina. Yeah. Patina would look cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, for sure. Actually, the gray looked pretty good. You know, it was more of a more of a steampunk grunge. See now, because this one didn't work, because the flash card has a little bit of at least that side does. The flash card has a little bit of a plastic coating on it. See, I don't have any regular. I don't think I do anyway. Yeah, no, I don't have any regular tags sitting right here. Just see how they do. I thought it was interesting though. Of course, hers looked, Faberuni. She probably did it a couple hundred times. That's Susie. Susie Heinz. Got to check her out. Really great stuff on her channel. Okay, I think that's it for me. I need to get some lunch. So, what did we do today? Well, we just scrunched up some stuff. I think it's time for this to hit the bin. I'll wipe up my powder, my embossing powder. It gets everywhere. It really does. Oh, goodness me. And then I worked a little bit in my journal. And then where did I put my, oh, here it is. I'm going to try to do a flip-flop. I don't know if I've got that together right. I have a feeling I don't, but I'll check it out. I'll let you know. Next time you see this, it could look very different, or it could be in the bin. Just saying. And then we did our stream topic, which was Shabby Chic crocheted paper clips. So I showed you some hearts that I did just with regular yarn. And then we did a sample on a shower curtain hook so you could see how I did it. Yeah, well, make sure you don't mix your colors. That's the thing I had to learn at first. Do one color at a time, And so some of these I had, a couple beads on. Look, my beads flipped to the back. And then I put one in this journal so you could see how they would look in a journal. And this one we did a little bead in the center. But was it Safia? I think Safia said you could stitch your seed beads on instead of trying to, thread beads on your thread. And then this one, we just hot glued that flat back on there. These are really fun. And like I said, if you go to Hooked by Robin, it's a magic circle heart, and it just really only takes a couple of minutes to do one. If you don't have a lot of people watching you, it goes even guilty as charged. Yeah, it's a great idea. Sequins, you could do sequins. And then I'd mentioned, instead of putting beads, you might want to hang a little charm. I didn't pull my charms out. We could have done that too. But so there you have it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it so very much. Have a great afternoon. Oh, Sunday. I don't know. I know Murray's on, but I don't know who else is on Sunday, the rest of the afternoon. And I'll be on again tomorrow evening about 5:30 Eastern. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you for being my mods and helping me. Kimberly, Kathy, Barbara was here. Lori was here. Lori Loves Montana was here. How great was that? 5:30, 5:45 a.m. Oh, Julie, you've got your whole day ahead of you. How fun. And is it Monday for you? It's probably Monday for you, right, Julie? She's down under. All right, take care. I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow evening. If not, I'll see you when I see you. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Yes, indeed. Monday, Monday. All right, bye-bye. Yes, you did, Miss Lori. I know. It was great to see her. Okay, bye-bye.